Hello, dudes, women, and beauties in between. It's your gal, Anastasia, and you are watching through her perspective. In her perspective, only, bitch. Okay, so for this episode, we're going to be discussing everything involving season 11, and which involves episode 1 entitled Whatcha, Unpacking. And just a warning, this episode has 2 parts. First one's the introduction, and the second one is the episode itself plus unpack. Okay, the introduction all started with Vanessa's Miss Vanjie walking in backwards to her room, and she'd be all, "I'm back, bitch." My words, not hers. Okay, so the highlight of Miss Vanjie's entrance is all of a sudden she took the golden teeter, and then she puts it back, and she was having this idea about hiding in a closet or in a wall. But as she was going there, she was singing, "Get those cookies, get those cookies." That was so adorable. Okay. As she was hiding, Nina West, the first season 11 queen, little did she know that she's the second. She is the comedy queen, and she has won some pageants in 2009 and 2008. And believe it or not, she tried out for RuPaul's Drag Race 9 times. 9 fucking times. I mean, look at her drag aesthetics. It's fly, campy, pageant. And believe it or not, her makeup aesthetics looks like Thorgy Thor's. I mean, she looks like she could be related to Thorgy Thor. I could be wrong, but it's a nice perspective. So more on that on the second part. Moving on to Miss Shuga Cain. I love her to death. She is my homegirl, although I haven't met her, but I would love to someday somehow. And the moment she walked into the room, I was gagged. I mean, her makeup, her hair, her outfit, her vibes, it's all positive. And she's from New York. She's from motherfucking New York. And believe it or not, she only has been doing drag for 1.5 years. And hey, kudos to her for trying out and getting it in. And believe it or not, I've only been doing drag for a little bit, and even I wouldn't audition if RuPaul's Drag Race would be open for bio queens. I wouldn't be auditioned because I have to do it several years. Okay, anyways, back to Shuga Cain. Okay, she looks so fly. Like on her commentary, her confessionals, she's like, "Hi, I'm Shuga Cain, and I'm 24 years old." And then all of a sudden she laughed and she said, didn't I say 40? I was like, girl. But she was joking. Like, she's really funny and she's lighthearted. I love her to death. The next up is my fellow fish, Plastique Tiara, and she's from the House of Edwards. Oh my god, I was gagged. She looks pretty. Her entrance is full Vietnamese. She's fishy, and then I mentioned that she can sew, and more on that in part 2. Okay, she looks so beautiful. Like, I gagged a lot. And then now we go from the fishy queen to the body girl, which is Mercedes Iman Diamond. Her entrance, girl, is so exotic. The way she said it, that chant, that made me feel gagged. It was gag worthy. Like, it was so exotic. Like, I'm rooting for her. Although she was rumored to be like the early outs, I'm also rooting for her. And she looks really good. She's also pretty, but I don't know whether she's fishy or not, but she's definitely pretty, and she's definitely shoving body yaddy yaddy. I love her. And you know how much I adore body queens and body girls. All right, next up is another body girl, through my perspective again, which is Scarlet Envy, because her entrance, she was wearing a corset, and I don't know if she's wearing a panties, but I'm pretty sure she was wearing stockings. She looks great. She looks cool. And her red hair, she's serving Venus realness. Like, she's serving Eve walking into the workroom realness. She looks so beautiful. And she's also from New York. And then the next queen we have is Miss Honey Davenport. She's serving the Beehive realness. And her drag aesthetic, believe it or not, she's awesome from New York, and she is so versatile. She can do camp, she can do fish and stuff and such. And as a New Yorker queen, she performs a lot. She performs within bands. Her drag aesthetic is so awesome. And little did they know, whenever they all grouped around, they say that they're asking whichever queen is going to come back. They all said it together. They said the word Vanjie. And once they said it, Vanessa came out of nowhere. And she's like, "Oh, you think I'm not here, girl? I'm back." And then something like that. So she introduced herself to all them to her season 11 sisters. And so far it was okay until the next queen came over. And oh my god, I know there might be some queens that I was gagged over, but this is one queen that I'm seriously rooting for till thick and thin. Miss Akira Chanel Davenport. Her drag is right. Whenever I saw her, when I first saw her walking down to the workroom, I was like, "Ugh, she's a winner, baby. It's game over." And she's like, and the way she said it, she's like, "My name's Akira," and she spelled her last name Davenport. Oh, iconic. So fucking iconic. And she's a pageant girl. And she's a fishy queen. And she's a body girl. She's really sexy. And moving on to I'm thinking about another queen. Oh yeah, moving on to the next queen, Yvie Oddly. Her entrance is so out of ordinary. There's like a train from her gown connected to with a Hot Wheels car connected to it, and she's serving Snake Temptress realness in green, and she is serving, and she will gag you with all her fashion aesthetics and her makeup. Oh, she is so beaut and awesome. I was gagged. I mean, have you looked at her makeup? So beautiful. All right. And then, hold it, wait for it. Homegirl named Honey Davenport had an audacity to to be shady up on an Yvie Oddly's outfit. I mean, what? Girl. But honestly, I like Yvie Oddly's Jetta, so. Okay. Then the next up is, the next queen coming over is Silky motherfucking Ganache. Her entrance, munch, munch, crunch, crunch. Silky's is here to serve you lunch, or something like that. Oh, and the way she took her cookie out of her titty, so beaut. I was so gagged. And, whew, she was eating cookies, and she was singing her own mantra, silk, got a good all milk. That was so iconic. And she was saying her chant, but I couldn't remember her chant, but it was so awesome. I was gagged. Something tells me I would totally fall in love with Silky. Then there's the next one, which is the next queen, which is Ariel Versace. Something tells me her entrance reminds me of Liz McGuire meets Lisa Frank meets Bratz. She's like, this is what dreams are made of. Yes. And honestly, underneath her bright drag is this cold-hearted villain edit that's telling me that I might not like her throughout the season. But only God knows. And now we'll get to that more later on in this part, and part 2 as well. Okay. And then there's this next queen from Canada. Her name is Brooklyn motherfucking Hytes from Canada, Queen of North. And whenever she mentioned that she won, fun fact, she looks so beautiful in her traditional Canadian drag. Ugh. And her platinum blonde suits her a lot. Ugh. And fun fact, Akira's reaction in confessionals when she found out that Brooklyn Hytes won this Continental in 2014 was iconic and funny. She's like, get the hell out, get out. I was laughing so hard. Something tells me that Akira has a great personality, and I'm going to be rooting for her throughout the entire season. Then there's the next queen named Rajah O'Hara. And fun fact, Rajah O'Hara is the dancing queen of Texas, where everything's bigger, better, and bolder. And another fun fact, Rajah O'Hara has the same motherfucking name as Rajah, the winner of season 3, whereas her last name is O'Hara, so the same motherfucking name as Asia, Fifi, and Yvie O'Hara. But I'm not so fucking sure whether she's related to Fifi and Asia O'Hara or not. Hopefully not Eureka. No tea, no shade. Oh wait, all tea, all shade, because I obviously do not like Eureka. Anyways, and a D initial stands for Davenport, so which technically makes her the third Davenport. So 3 Davenports this season. And then there's this next queen from Vegas. Her name is Kahanna Montrese. She is so sexy. The hip-hop showgirl. She's serving body, she's serving sexy. And she's Coco Montrese's drag daughter. And Plastique Tiara's Alyssa Edward's drag mama. Only God knows what's going to happen between these 2 daughters. But Throwback Thursday, like 6 years ago, when Alyssa Edwards and Coco Montrese have a big, huge-ass tiff due to the pageant shit that happened in 2010, where Alyssa originally won, then Coco Montrese, who was originally a runner-up, took her spot, and believe it or not, they resolved it through lip sync for their life. Okay. And then we're gonna save the best entrance for last. Through my perspective, is Soju's. She didn't say any shit. She did a lot of shit. She was doing some karate. And Vanessa's comment, she's here to fight, iconic. And fun fact, Ariel Versace called her out on not performing. She called her out for posting up so many videos and on her hosting shots with Soju and not performing as much. Ariel, who the fuck are you to judge? I'm sorry. And Akira, if you're watching, I'm rooting for you. And I hope you take that crown home. Alright, this is all for part 1. Part 2 is coming up next. Okay? See you later. Bye.